What's going on, everyone? It is Weston Means with eXp Realty here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Once again, I want to go over the numbers for May, May 2024. So we have them here. As always, they're coming out in the third week of the next month. So now that today is June 26th, we now have the numbers for last month. So we're gonna focus on the four counties that I specialize in, as always. Things are starting to look a little interesting. It's not just the numbers that say that. I'm actually seeing it in the field. I've had some clients who have gotten properties way under what the value was even in the beginning of this year. Like I had a couple recently buy a home in Redwood Heights, which is a very nice neighborhood of Oakland, and they got their home about $200,000 less than what the comps were showing that home should sell for. So it's a very fortuitous time for some buyers who are able to find deals. You can't find deals everywhere. There are deals in certain pockets, certain areas, but the move-in ready best homes that are in the nicest locations are still selling pretty quickly, and they're selling with multiple offers. So there is still a bit of competition, but in certain areas, if you don't market the property properly and pull out all the stops and make sure you get your homes listed with pre-listing inspections and get it staged nicely and make everything look move-in ready, some of these homes are sitting on the market. So now more than ever, it's really important to make sure that your home looks move-in ready before you list it on the market, unless you're willing to take a bit of a lower offer. So let's go right into the numbers. Alameda County, this May, the median price was $1.375 million. That was down almost 2% from the month prior. However, it's 9.1% higher than last May. So prices have continued to climb up over the last year. And you will kind of see that in most of these counties, except for Marin, where it didn't change at all. Looks like the median price is the same as last May at 1.8. But for Alameda County, we did see a 9.1% increase. And, same thing here in Contra Costa, same thing in San Francisco County. Home sales in Alameda County were up 6.1% from last year, and they were up 12.6% from April. So that's a pretty significant jump right there. Unsold inventory was at 1.6 months. That's still a pretty strong seller's market, although, like I said, I have seen some properties just sitting on the market. That was a 14.3% increase from April, and a 45.5% increase from last May. So that is pretty significant. And it's obvious to tell why, because last year we were experiencing very, very low inventory all year. Now there's a bit more inventory to work with. So supply is a bit higher than last year, which is why the demand per listing is lower this year, which means buyers have more opportunities to get deals. Now, the median time on the market it took for a listing to sell was 12 days. That's still very quick in Alameda County. That was 20% higher than April and 9.1% higher than last year. So things are still moving pretty fast. All right, now moving on to Contra Costa County, the median price was $942,500. That was 0.3% more than the month before, so basically not much more than the month before. From last May, it was up 6.1% though, so that was still pretty significant considering that the interest rates have been, super high for that long. I mean, they've been above 6 since that time. So home sales were up 0.4% from last year. That's not very much at all. Month to month, they were up 9.2%. So it looks like as we kind of like came into the summer month of June, things started ramping up. And you could see that across the board. We see increases in all these counties. Now, unsold inventory was 1.5 months. That's similar to Alameda County. 0% month-to-month change, but it was a 36.4% increase from last May. So like I said, last year there was just not very much supply at all. This year we're seeing a little bit more supply, a little more than a third. In Alameda County it was approaching half the amount of listings more. Now, the median time on the market was 10 days in Contra Costa County. That's 0% difference from the month prior, so that's really fast. 10 days, that's less than 2 weeks. Now, let's move on to Marin County. In Marin County, the median price was 1.8. Month to month, that was 5.9% higher, and year to year was the same. Home sales were up 5.1% from last May, and they were up 28.7% from this April. So that's actually the highest jump out of these 3 counties so far. Unsold inventory was at 2.5 months. That is the highest out of the 3 counties we've gone over. We're going over the 3rd county right now, but that's higher than both Contra Costa and Alameda counties. That was 10.7% lower than the previous month, and it was 38.9% higher than last May. Now, the median time on market in Marin County was 47 days. That's higher than April by 14.6%, and it was higher than last May by 34.3%. So Marin is always kind of different than these other counties. It looks like this year, the inventory is higher than last year, which is maybe why there's more options for buyers, and that's resulting in some of the listings sitting on the market longer. So, the average median days on market has increased both month to month and year to year. All right, now San Francisco County. In San Francisco County, the median price was $1.69 million. That's a 6.1% decrease from April, and it's a 2.2% increase from last year. So it seems like the prices in San Francisco have come up. They still have increased 2.2% from last year. That's not incredibly significant, but it is still there, and it's showing that despite high interest rates, despite everything else, prices are still continuing to climb. I think mainly it's because there's just not that much inventory for sale. And so for the buyers that are there looking to find places in San Francisco, there's just not that much to buy. And so there's still a good amount of competition for the listings in San Francisco. Now, home sales were up year to year by 20.4%. That's pretty significant. And they were up 1.8% from April. So not much of a change there. Unsold inventory was 1.9 months. That's still a strong seller's market, but that's pretty much what we've been in for the last 5 years or so. Well, I guess really the last 4 years, but even in 2019, a lot of properties, it was still pretty competitive to get some properties. Now, That's a 5.6% increase from April, and it's a decrease of 17.4% from last year. So it seems like sales are going up and inventory, the amount of unsold inventory is going down year to year. So it looks like, now that the prices have kind of leveled out, buyers may be getting a little more aggressive in San Francisco. Now, the median time on market was 31 days this May, and that was a 15.1% increase from April, but it was a 29.9% decrease from last year. So the summer market this year seems to be a little more robust in San Francisco than it was last year. Things kind of slowed down. There was a general migration out of San Francisco. And now this year, a lot of companies are beginning to require people to be back in the office. And so I think that's what's causing this kind of like shift back into San Francisco, which is causing more sales, less unsold inventory, and it's keeping the price still growing, even though it's not by very much. So this is an overview of the Bay Area market that I service. If you have any other questions, please let me know. If you have any specific questions about certain cities within some of these counties, it does differ by city, so you need to get a really good report on the city level data and just really dig into the numbers. And you can ask me what I've been seeing in the market as an agent out there every day to get a better idea of whether it might be a good time to move or not, whether you're a seller or a buyer. As always, I'm here for you to be a resource. So let me know if you have any questions. Email them, text them, call me, send me a DM, and I'll be happy to help you.